everybody. Welcome to another episode of Who Invited Her. We are San Diego's LGBTQ pop culture podcast. I am your host, Tony, and she tastes like dietary brownies, a little bitter, unsweetened, and leaves a chalky aftertaste. It's Miss Miriam T. Say hi, Miriam.
Diet brownies?
Dietary brownies. We have a story about that, me and Rob. Exactly. And with marinara in his blood and vodka-soaked brain, his sense of humor would kill at an AP. I'm gonna suck. I fucked this all up already. I'll start that one over again. With marinara in his blood and a vodka-soaked brain, his sense of humor, with a sense of humor that would kill at an AARP convention, it's Bash.
Oh, fuck off, you bitch.
And he's like the itch in the middle of the back that you just can't reach. It's Rob.
Hey, everybody, I'm here too.
Oh, and this one's a long one. Let's see if I can get through this one. He is easy like a Sunday morning after a drunken Miriam T show, a few rounds of tequila shots, eating a bean and cheese burrito well on the walk of shame. It's your party bear, Eric. Those are rough this week. Well, I literally wrote those when Eric dropped off something this morning. I'm like, Eric, are these okay? Because I have no idea what I'm gonna do for this week. So those are a little rough. Oh, shut up.
You didn't rehearse all the words with more than 2 syllables.
I know.
Totally.
I usually read them through like once or twice so I don't get tongue-tied. But this one I was like, let's just wing it. Let's see what happens.
Well, you just got to sound it out.
Sound it out. Use my words. It's rainy today in San Diego, everybody. It's gloomy.
It is. I love it.
And guess what else it is?
What?
It's Tony's birthday.
Oh, do we have to? God.
Yay.
I'm old as dirt.
It's
It's
going to take us the whole episode to count that high. Can't we?
Shit, 2 episodes. No, it's going to take a whole season. Are you kidding me? But I did get a birthday treat this morning that Eric dropped off from Nino. He already fucked it up with Bash and Eric. Look, cupcakes.
Did you get that?
To the middle.
Oh, right.
Beautiful. Did you get the AARP?
No, that comes next year. Next year's the year it starts. So, okay, these cupcakes are from one of our favorite places, and I usually get everybody them for their birthday, or we've talked about this place so much on the podcast, but it's Baby Cakes here in Hillcrest. They have
Cheers
like
to
the
Baby
best.
Cakes.
Cheers to Baby Cakes. I love that place. But yeah, 44. I'm old, you guys. I feel it.
Damn.
I feel it in my bones.
You know what? It's really nice being the young one on the podcast, or the youngest one on the podcast.
You know
How
what?
old are you?
I'm
Is it
28.
64?
I'm 29.
64
Was that
birthday?
30?
29.
30 what? What was that?
I'm 29.
Bash, do you
29.
remember when you were the baby on the podcast?
I do, but I'm still looking forward to 29 for Miss Miriam because that's where shit really starts to break down.
It does.
I am
Yeah.
29. I'll be 30 in 7
know.
months.
But
I
you
know.
have like the soul of a 55-year-old Jewish woman.
Oh,
so
I am a 65-year-old
yeah.
Yenta stuck in the body of a rotten tomato from Arkansas. That is what I am.
yeah, that's true. I would say that's true.
100%. I am a woman.
100%.
I got the Fig Newtons to prove it.
Ooh, I love Fig Newtons.
Thanks.
Me too. Do you like the ones that have like the berry flavor?
No.
inside?
No.
I hate those.
No.
They're
I
so
like
good.
those.
You
That's 'cause
do?
you're not a true old broad, bitch.
No. Give me an old-fashioned Fig Newton, and
I
I'll
want
be
a
happy.
normal Fig Newton. I want a glass of whole milk, and I want to watch Jeopardy. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like Miriam.
You know what
too.
else I like too is Werther's Originals. Those are really
Oh.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I like those.
I don't mind them. They're not my favorite, but they are kind of good, huh?
Oh, they're so good. Have you
Yeah.
had Werther's makes caramel popcorn now, and it's like
Ooh.
it's like really good caramel popcorn because it's Werther's caramel.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Bash, what is like your old person candy that you like? What's
I just like any kind of butterscotch. The one I
that's
hate the
right.
least though is those fucking strawberry things.
strawberry things?
They're
What do
like
you mean?
old lady candy and they look like a strawberry in the wrapping.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I know which ones you're
Ugh.
talking about. Those
And they
are-
have, like-
Naomi Daniels, former guest of the podcast, and my sister, my soulmate, my friend. She always has those at her house. We went on
Really?
an hour-and-a-half walk the other day, and she filled up her fanny pack with strawberry bonbons.
Where the fuck do you even buy those?
At the
I've never
AARP Superstore.
I've never seen them for sale
We
anywhere.
actually have to go to a nursing home and they have a gift shop.
Yeah, for sure. A mortuary, if you're in your pinch, they might have.
That seems
some.
right.
Yeah. Oh, but it is raining today. So I had a question for you guys since it is a little rainy in San Diego. What is like your comfort rainy day food like you go to? Do you guys have any?
I do.
like-
Don't say soup.
Yeah, I think so. No, I wasn't gonna say soup.
What
It's
is
kind
it?
of-
Derek.
It's kind of like a soup. I really want to order ramen from Tajima to yes.
Yeah, here in
Tajima, it
Hillcrest.
has really good ramen.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds so good right now.
Doesn't it? It does.
Mhm.
What about you, Miriam? What is like your go-to rainy day food?
Well, I'm on a healthy eating kick right now.
Yeah, so are we. I hate it.
Boo.
Yeah, it's awful. But normally it's something like chicken and dumplings or like
Ooh.
chili. I'm a soup
Yeah.
person. Like my
Yeah.
boyfriend is always like, "Why do you always make soup for people?" And he was like, "I'm not judging you. I just want to know." And I go, "Because making a soup is just like making a big pot full of love."
Oh dear Lord. Oh, God. I don't know why that was so random. I
That's
didn't
not
even-
the right energy,
I didn't
Tony.
mean. I didn't mean to.
Dumplings! Pew, pew,
Yo,
pew,
yo,
pew.
yo, dumplings.
Read the room. Read the room.
I hate when that thing will go off. It's the ghost in the house. Go off by itself sometimes.
Can that
I
just
swear to
be-
God.
Can that just be the new soup whistle? And anytime we say
Say
soup,
soup. We have to do that.
Oh my god, I love that. Can we
Can
have
we?
a word of the day?
Word of the day, everybody, is soup. So when you hear this, or it's soup time, soup time. Grab your favorite Campbell's and get ready.
Ew.
I think mine is like a mashed potatoes type of a deal, like real comfort
I'm with
food.
you. Anything potato based.
Yeah, Rob. What about you? Rob and I have been on this crazy diet that I hate, and it is so strict. But yesterday was my actual
well,
birthday.
it's working for Rob.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Fucking bitch.
You're welcome.
Well,
I
yesterday
like the swoop, Rob. It looks good.
yeah. Oh, look at his hair today.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know what the hell my hair is
I
doing
know.
today.
You need a
but-
haircut.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I need a haircut. And Tony's my barber, so this is what you get when Tony.
I just go around and trim it, and then I'm like, whatever works, whatever. Just comb it, make it look good. I don't care. But yesterday I had my cheat day because it was my birthday, and I went to Beef and Bun for all of you San Diego natives. I wanted Beef and Bun
God.
so the line was ridiculous. Okay, for any, I know we've talked about this on the show before, and Bashi knows Beef and Bun because we both grew up in the East County, and it's like
Texas.
Texas.
That's
East
where we
County.
came from.
Texas.
That's-
But it's like a staple out there. I remember it from high
Exit
school.
Street in North Park.
But I got there. They have like the best milkshakes. I swear to God, they have the best milkshakes.
They really do.
And their French fries is so good. But that's what I like splurged on yesterday. And I just like ate my feelings and sat and watched TV, and that was it. And what did
Do you
I
have a
get last
sad
night?
birthday?
Well, we didn't get to do anything. Everything was closed. So my friend Firefighter Steve came over and we watched TV, and that was it. And then I call my brother, of course, on my birthday. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And he's like, oh, we're going out into the city because New York isn't as shut down as California right now. So
Really?
yeah. Manny's like, they were going to an Italian place downtown, and they have little pods for the restaurant with their own heaters, and it's separate from everybody's.
Oh, I've
gets in
seen
only a
that.
pod. So he said, yeah, I've been watching Instagram and seeing what's going on in San Diego, and you guys are way worse in shape than we are right now. What,
Well,
Robbie?
do you think it's like because like it's winter time in New York, so people are not out as busy as they are here?
Maybe,
And
yeah.
here, like we just go over to Balboa Park, and I'd say like half the people
Sure.
bother with the mask. So
I mean, last
don't-
weekend,
Shit.
you guys know the weather was amazing last weekend, and everybody was out. Like, no care in the
Yeah.
world that it's COVID. Still,
I did go to the beach,
See,
but
right there. Do you wear a
but
hazmat
social
suit?
distanced. Social distance. It was a big beach. It was Coronado, so it was
Oh,
fine.
that's true. Yeah, but it is like I don't know. Maybe it is because the weather here in California is always so good. People just are always out and about doing stuff. So
I think
But it
Humble
was-
brag.
humble brag, right?
I think we're equal for a while.
The
I
what?
expect in restaurants. I said I think we're in for it for a while. I'm
Me
not
too.
going to go work in March sometime.
Really? Oh,
From what I'm
man.
hearing, yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
restaurants are going to be back to outdoors till like March.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was a quiet birthday this year, and I figure everybody's having quieter birthdays. So to me, I was like, yeah, I'll celebrate big time next year when we get out of this. But major things happened this week. It was like a new day in America with the inauguration of President Biden Harris. What did you think?
Yeah. I don't even care about anything. I
Yeah.
just woke up on the day after and got coffee and just had my morning, and I was like, I didn't think about my rights getting taken away or some kind of crazy shit happening.
Yeah.
Yep.
This whole before it was like every 30 minutes.
Oh,
I was like, now
yeah.
what?
Stressed 24/7 before. And
I haven't been checking the news every 2 minutes like normal.
Yeah.
Like normally,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
yeah, like
now
what's
I don't
going to
know,
happen?
guys. I'm just shitting normally. My sleep schedule's great. I feel like I'm getting back to normal.
I
it's
feel more
fantastic.
stressed. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Dude,
I don't
really
know.
though. I was holding my breath that whole inauguration.
I know, me
like,
too. I was like, but come on, the fashion for this inauguration. I mean,
Yeah.
did they all call each other and say jewel tones, ladies? Jewel tones.
I
think
right?
so.
We're jewel tones.
I read something about how it was like a message of unity
Yeah.
because it was like a red and a blue and then a purple mix to like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was done intentionally.
I thought,
And,
I mean, Michelle Obama took the cake.
Michelle Obama.
Freaking
Beautiful.
A.
The
Oh,
hair,
attitude,
the
everything.
outfit.
She looked like a goddamn superhero.
Right?
Yeah.
That's because she is.
Right.
She is.
It's so true,
they all
Bash.
used they all used American designers.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and I think Kamala Harris used an American black designer, right? I think.
That I have.
I think so. She looked amazing too. I thought they all did. And
Yes.
Jill Biden, Dr. Jill Biden looked amazing. I
Fantastic.
thought everybody was like dressed to the nines with like kind of statement pieces. I really liked the young girl that did the poetry, Amanda
Oh,
Gorman. Oh, she
yes.
was so good. I cannot believe how old she is, and she's
I
like,
still
okay,
haven't watched
No.
I
it's so
haven't
good.
watched the poem yet because I'm not ready to cry.
It was-
It's worth it. Take some
Yeah.
time from your day.
yeah,
Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
Um,
the whole feel of it was just a breath of fresh air. For
It really
real.
was.
It really was.
Lady Gaga's bird. her-
Yes, Lady Gaga sang
Which
the
was
national
weird, but
anthem.
I loved it.
know.
Adam Gaga did a great
Okay,
job.
what did
Adam
you think
Gaga.
of her performance? This is the thing. It was cold. It was early.
was cold.
It was outside. I personally thought
yeah.
she killed it.
I
thought-
was giving both of them a break because
Yeah.
of the weather, but you know,
A
they
break?
both did.
She sounded amazing.
She did great.
She
She
did.
did great. I just, there wasn't like a huge crescendo at any point.
That
was
song is hard to
hopefully-
sing, and she
Well, of
got
course
it.
it is.
so
Oh, I'm not
amazingly.
saying I
loved
can.
it.
She
And
took it to more of a dramatic
Oh,
reading
yeah.
point of view.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine if they just let Fergie out there again?
Oh, why would you speak those words? Why would you
Ah!
speak those words and curses for the next year? Somebody throw salt over their shoulder. Jesus Christ.
I just love that they got Gaga, Jennifer Lopez, and Garth Brooks.
Garth
like-
Brooks wasn't good though.
It doesn't matter. Talk about uniting the country.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
how many-
absolutely,
Do
absolutely, Miriam.
you know how many rootin' tootin' Republicans were like, well, Garth Brooks says, and I guess we got friends
I guess
over
we're
here,
okay.
motherfucker. Like,
What did you think of
hope
J Lo? I mean, she had a pretty easy songs to sing. She sounded great. I thought.
I want to know who thought it was good to put J-Lo second to follow Lady
Yeah.
Gaga.
I know.
That was not correct.
That was a little tough
Yeah,
to
you kind
follow.
of. Yeah, what, Robbie?
No, I was just gonna say, well, you kind of have to because Lady Gaga was singing the national anthem, and she's got the better voice, so I would have gone with Lady Gaga.
Yeah, lead with her. And then,
Well, yeah, because you
Yeah.
have to have the national anthem
Yeah.
first. So
yeah, I thought J Lo looked amazing too.
yeah.
She
Like-
did. She always does.
Her white
I
Chanel
love-
outfit. Oh, it was so good.
I love her little Spanish little shout out too. And
Did you see
and
all the
it wa-
memes?
yeah, and then it went to Let's Get Loud. My favorite meme was like when it like started to go into her own song. It was like, "Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Read the room, girl. Don't do it."
Speaking of memes, I mean, Bernie Sanders, those memes blew up.
I was sick of it by 6 o'clock. I was.
I
Like,
thought
this
it was
is
hilarious.
too much.
I mean, I think my favorite one was the one I posted on my Instagram of beaches. And he's sitting there
That
with
was-
Barbara Hershey and Bette Midler. Oh my
I
god!
just love. Did you see though that he actually made merch and is doing it
Yes.
as a fundraiser?
Yeah. Good for
For Mouse on
him.
Wheels. Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, I will say my favorite Bernie Sanders chair meme is the Chicago Cell Block Tango,
Oh.
where it's like pop, stick, squish, healthcare.
I saw that one. That was
Healthcare.
funny.
Oh my god!
You do a pretty good Bernie.
You
Somebody
do.
should do Bernie Sanders for Snatch Game.
You
RuPaul, healthcare, healthcare.
Yeah.
and just sit there with the mittens. That would be amazing.
That would be great.
There's your snatch game. Oh my god, that is too funny. But did you see the concert afterwards with John Legend, Katy Perry, and those fireworks? I was like, did they
I did not
put
see
the
that.
whole budget into
Oh
the fireworks?
my god!
Is
Well,
it
because
worth
they-
seeing?
Well,
It's
because they
Yeah.
they had all this extra money from the normal budget because they weren't able to do the parade and everything,
Yeah.
and so they just put it all
Oh.
into pyrotechnics, bitch.
Dude, those fireworks are
was-
Yeah.
insane.
And they
Insane.
they finished it with Katy Perry singing "Firework," and I always worry because Katy Perry always has to be silly and funny, and
Yeah.
she's never.
She didn't.
And I was waiting for her to come out with like a clown nose or like
Clown nose.
a George Washington, like, and she did a
Wig.
great job of being.
Did.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
sounded good.
yeah, she was normal.
Good.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Thank you for
Thank you.
doing your job."
Yeah, she didn't go cuckoo on us.
Really
Was
did
it-
a great job.
I was just gonna
Was
say
it-
there were two things this week that were like the best I've ever seen in
what?
my life. One was the fireworks from the inauguration. with
Yeah.
Katy Perry. Never seen anything like that before. And second was Tony's birthday cake baked by her friend Rachel. Best coconut cake I've ever had.
I
in
was
my life.
surprised. So we have a really good friend of ours from theater stuff, and she does baking on the side, and she's really good at it. Amazing, amazing baker. So for my birthday, I always want a coconut cake because that's my favorite. We couldn't. The place we wanted to get at, they didn't do substitutions. They wanted to put fucking pineapple in it, and I was like, "Fuck you,
Ew.
no way." So
Well,
Rob
I like pineapple.
contacted our friend Rachel, and she made the most amazing cake. Like it is. I was like, Rob, this is like amazingly good. I don't know what she
love
put in it,
coconut
but it was
Yeah.
Do you guys-
delicious.
Have you guys noticed a lot of people in quarantine are starting to like set up cottage industry businesses
Yeah.
like out of their
Oh,
own homes and
yeah.
like you order off Instagram and shit? Those are
Yeah.
the best. You should
Yeah.
do that.
She should. I think she needs to start a baking like YouTube channel, like on teaching people and stuff like that. Sell her products, make birthday cakes, cookies, all that stuff. She's so talented at it. I think she would do really well.
Yeah,
Or
so
just, you
shout
know-
out to Rachel. I didn't mean to throw the podcast off on
I
a
know.
tangent.
No, that's okay.
We can get back to the fireworks.
The fireworks and the
That was a
inauguration.
genuine
About-
contribution.
Yeah.
Talk about cake for me any day.
Did you see? And the other thing that was really cool is Biden and Harris got to work literally right away. Like they were not playing games. They went at it and
Oh my god.
reversed a
Yeah.
lot of stuff that Trump did that damaged our country, especially with LGBTQ rights and the whole discrimination at work. They reversed that. We're like, nope, that's not gonna fly.
And the wall is stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
for
useless
sure.
wall.
The useless,
you've ever-
useless wall.
This is the thing that cracks me up. We've all been to Mexico amongst us.
Yeah.
Does it look like it's not secure on the way down there? I'm like, why do we need more?
I don't-
There's like 6 walls already. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
So stupid.
It's so dumb. But the inauguration was actually sometimes I get really bored with them, but this one was just so different. The tone.
I
I
was
think we all
glued
needed
to
it.
the TV. Yeah, and I think I was thinking about it afterwards. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't like the pomp and circumstance stuff. I normally think it's really boring, but I think we've had such a shit show for so long of like
Yeah.
they fuck it up the way that like Trump produced
know.
things. I needed the pomp and circumstance.
You're like,
I
"Give
wanted
me
the
the pomp and
traditional.
The honor.
Yeah, I wanted all the traditional shit and I was eating it all up. I loved it.
Yeah,
loved it.
actually, I felt, I have to agree. I felt the same way. It felt very, I don't know, maybe like our version of the Royals in a way. Do you know what I mean? With
Yeah.
the Obamas, and I don't know. It was just a very different vibe than other inaugurations this time around.
I'm just seeing more of a turn of a corner. I have hope.
Yeah.
This month, which has been absent for 9 months, you know, like it was nice after the election, but then the Capitol shit happened, and I'm like, oh god, are we in a dictatorship now? But this solidified things, and I think we can all kind of like take a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Like and now vaccinations are coming up, and we're well on our way getting back to normal.
But that explains it like perfectly well, Bashi. Exactly. Like I think that's how a lot of people felt with the inauguration. Like it was really needed. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I can start working on my own mental health.
Me too. I think
Fuck.
everybody's going to be doing that. Now that the thing that's really interesting, I was reading an article now that we have the vaccine coming out, which is going to take care of the physical side of COVID or at least help with it. But there's still going to be a big mental block
Mhm.
people are going to have to get over with this or get through with this being in quarantine and everything that's happened in the 4 years. I think it's really going to start to show up on people now that the dust has settled in a way and that there's change, I guess you could say, happening. It'll be very interesting. Very, very interesting.
What do you guys think have been the biggest changes within yourselves just due to COVID and like the last 9 months? Because we're almost out of it now. But what are you
Yeah.
going to take with you? Because I definitely have some fucking shit, and my personality's changed a little bit.
Yeah, I think
Probably
I'm
for the
gonna...
worst.
Why for
Not
the
enough.
worst?
Oh.
Not enough. Not enough. I would agree with Mary. It's Mary. Why for the worst, Bash? I'm curious. Why for the worst?
I mean, it could be a good or a bad thing. I was always pretty direct, but now I'm just like
Oh,
I
You're turning
I don't
into
have
me.
time. I literally don't have time for bullshit anymore.
I know.
Like
Me neither.
I've realized how precious time is, and I'm just not going to accept any kind of crap for you from
Yeah.
anyone.
I
And
think,
it's just over. I'm not going to do it.
yeah. No, I think for
And
me,
that's
I'm not
yeah.
gonna take going out, hanging out with my friends, events for granted. I think
No,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say yes to everything.
I know.
Right? What about you, Miss
Yeah.
Miriam T?
Well, honestly, COVID was a really good thing for me because I fell back in love with what I do with
Yeah.
drag because I was like the last 4 to 6 months, I would say probably like the 6 months up until COVID, I was kind of miserable just because I'm a workaholic, and so I was working in ways and working for people that I didn't like and working
Yeah.
with people I didn't
Yeah.
like. And I was calling certain people sisters that were actually snakes in the grass and calling people sisters that were really just coworkers. And so being able to have a shift of space, I'm actually when it's all said and done, I'm gonna be better off money wise, relationship wise, work wise, what I do. And now I can kind of pick and choose a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
It was
good.
nice.
What
It's
about
really
you?
nice, like leaving it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's good. What about you, Eric?
I
You started a
think
relationship during COVID,
I know.
which is so
I know.
bizarre. And Miss Miriam T did too.
we both did.
Yeah, you both did.
Yeah.
I think for me it's like the sanitation thing. Like I just want to keep like I want to keep that up, and like God, I haven't been sick at all, and it's been
Me too.
fantastic. And like
Fantastic.
and it's
Yes.
yeah. And I also want to keep up the space thing in my life because I've always been kind
Hello.
of like phobic about people being in my space, and I
Yeah.
like want to keep. I hope as a society we keep that.
I
Because
agree.
like when I'm in line at Target, you don't need to be able to read my text messages behind me. Like get the
Yeah.
fuck away.
If the 6
Same.
Foot, if the 6 foot rule could stay forever, I would love that.
You
Stay
and
the
me
fuck
I would
both.
too.
I don't want. Yeah, like don't come near me. Just stay
I-
6 feet away all the time. I would love that.
It's such a good point, though. I have not been sick once.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
once. And I love that. I don't like being sick. Some people just like get a cold and they're like, oh, I get a day off of work. I don't fucking want that.
Yeah.
And I
Don't have
hope,
time for that.
We don't have
yeah,
time for that. What about
I
you,
kind of
Rob?
like masks.
What do you think? How have you changed? During
Well,
this
I kind of
pandemic?
agree with everybody. One thing is like I haven't been sick the entire year.
Yeah.
One thing is once all this is over and things are kind of back to normal, I'm always going to be questioning germs now in the
I
air.
know, right?
Like
Yeah.
on surfaces and stuff like so like the main thing for me is like I'm not totally it's not just like oh you're going to die of COVID necessarily,
Yeah.
but for me it's like I don't want it in my body knowing like how my sister's struggling with it. Like she's had it for a few months now, and
That's right.
she can't get back to normal. She can't breathe normal. She's got brain fog and everything. So you don't know like the damage it does. And I would rather give up a year of my life, knowing at our age how fast that goes these days, than have to have these long lasting effects. So
that
what I-
ruin
Agreed.
your quality of life.
right.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
But I have to agree with Bash. I think one of the main things for me that changed is I don't think I'm gonna be putting up with both stuff that's gonna waste my time.
It's not. Your time is so precious.
Right?
Like it's.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
know what's going to happen. We could be in another pandemic in 6 months after this one's
Hello.
over. God forbid. But
I
like,
know. But it
I'm
really
not
it puts
fucking
it
around
in,
with that.
I think it's put it in a lot of stuff in perspective for a lot of people over this last year.
I hope also it shifts people's perception.
Use your words, Miriam. Sound it out. Sound it
I
out.
sound like Tony now. Perspective on where you choose to spend your money and what you choose your time doing. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope the people that used to like spend all their money going to like the AMC movie theater and to Chili's now realize that you can get more bang for your buck and support more people by like going to Moe's and going to a
Absolutely.
drag show.
Agreed.
And
Or
going
you know what I
to
mean?
Agreed.
yeah, going to a neighborhood little
I hope
mom and
that it
pop
made
shops
people
and stuff
miss
like that.
What they took for granted. Like you might have gone to a drag show once a month in the past, but now you're going to be there every week.
Every week, every show.
Because
soaking
you
it up
realize
as
how much
much
you
as
miss it.
possible. Yeah.
You don't miss going to the movie theater. You don't miss that shit. You just
No.
realize you can
No.
do it at home. But you know what you
Exactly.
do miss? You miss going to see live performances, burlesque, live musicians, live
So
singers,
true.
piano bars,
Theater.
all that.
Live
Yeah,
theater?
all of
I
it.
mean, come on.
All I want to do in this fucking world is go back to Crossed and go see a drag show and go see a play.
I want to go to live theater again. I want to go to a drag show. I
Ugh.
really, really like Mo from Gossip Grill said or on the episode 2 weeks ago. I want to be able to walk into a bar and just order a drink with my
Yep.
friends.
Yep.
I cannot wait till we get back to that. I mean, but speaking of drinking, you know what else you needed a drink for this week? Why? Because this episode was a little on the blunt side. We're gonna get into RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
this.
Do they not let them have drinks anymore? Because now they're just drinking
No,
the
they
bubbly
don't.
water.
They don't.
I don't
Yeah.
think they do.
No.
That ended
I
after
know.
Willem's season, actually. No.
Did it?
No,
No.
I think it was season
no.
5 or season 6. Somebody got
No,
really
they
fucked
had
up.
drinks.
Didn't they have
No,
drinks
that
last
happened in-
season?
They did. And I'm
No.
gonna I love you so much, Bashy. Yes, they did. I love you so much.
I don't believe you.
The season that somebody got really fucked up in was season 2, Jujubee. The
Jujubee.
elimination song was Black Velvet.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right. I remember
Actually, you will notice back in the day, the Interior Illusions Lounge, when it was sponsored by Absolute, they had those giant bottles of Absolute
Right?
and the
this.
show
Yeah.
for decoration. And the show was so loosey goosey and didn't have that many rules like they do now. She knew she was going to go home. She opened that up herself and was drinking out of it and got
What?
like blacked out drunk. Yes.
I
I
love
know.
Jujubee.
I do
I
too.
think
Apparently-
I think what Bash is thinking of was when they made the rule you can only have one drink.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. It's
yeah.
just only
Yeah.
one cocktail.
One
Yes.
cocktail.
Yes.
Yeah. After
Okay.
season 2 is when they, and then also All Stars 1,
Yeah.
when Jujubee and Raven did their lip sync to that Robin song, they were drunk. They like drank.
I
too
say
much.
get
Yeah.
them as wasted as possible and just see what happens.
Can't anymore.
I
There's so many
know.
liability, especially
So
in the state
many.
of California.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's real drag that way.
You're absolutely right, Bash. It's so true. I mean, we've gone to Miriam's tea party and have seen not Miriam or any of the normal teacups, but a couple of other guest spots.
you guys remember that? You guys
Not being
remember that
able to
month
do
where
the
a girl had to
second-
be carried out from backstage.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember that. But so on this episode, it is all about the acting challenge. It's all that acting challenge. And this time they did it to RuPaul's version of the Hallmark Channel, where they took the holidays, different holidays, Flag Day, April Fool's Day, Valentine's Day, right? Am I right with those? Yeah.
Mhm.
And so they
Yeah.
had to do little skits and test these queens' acting
But-
abilities.
And they were also sprinkled with references to like Mommy Dearest
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
other-
Yes.
it was interesting.
Virginia, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Yeah, it was really an interest. It was a weird episode to me. What did you
Yeah.
think about all the queens meeting each other and that whole weird, awkward dynamic? It was so weird.
It had to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that they were like, Elliot, go hide.
Yeah. Go
I
on.
I like Elliot now.
'Cause
Yeah.
Listen, y'all know
You do?
me, like
Yeah.
she's I was very like, no.
Yeah.
She is growing on me. I don't know if it's like a wart or like a genuine feeling of liking her, but I love to stir the pot. Like when Tina Burner was like, y'all know I love to stir the pot. I'm like, oh, that's it.
Yep.
I'm like a little witch. And I'm like, oh, what more
Sitting
I
in the
am you.
corner.
Oh yeah. And I was like, go hide, bitch.
Go
I
hide.
thought that was brilliant.
I like when
I
they
thought it was great.
panned to Tamisha Iman and she's just like, just dead.
I
look.
know.
When who was the queen that was trying to come after her in that little bit? One of the other younger queens, like, I think. From the other team. I can't
Probably
remember,
Denali.
but Denali.
I think it was-
Was it
Was it Denali?
I
I want
think
to
so.
grab her face. I don't know why she insists on putting those doo-doo shit brown stripes down the side of her face for contour.
I know.
Dude,
And it's all
stripes,
Like
yeah.
skeleton, her makeup is
It's
so-
bad.
I think she's very talented.
She is.
But
yeah.
the makeup is so harsh.
And now
Oh,
that you've said that, that's all that I
can
see now.
I know.
I haven't
I-
noticed
like-
it yet.
doo-doo.
Yeah.
But the
Okay.
thing is, she's a baby queen.
She is.
Yeah.
Okay, who did you really like in the challenge as far as the acting? Who really stood out for you guys?
Simone.
Simone for me.
Yeah,
Simone.
Simone for
Oh my
sure.
god, so good.
What was the word that she kept saying all weird?
Factory. Was it
factory.
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 I love
Factory.
it. So
Thing
funny.
is, the thing is with RuPaul's Drag Race is the writing is so trash
Eh,
Bad.
and
Yeah.
they're doing it together that it doesn't even have to make sense.
You just gotta make it
pick a
funny.
word and fuck it up, and RuPaul
Exactly.
And or do what Candy Muse did. She was like, I'm Candy Muse. I'm gonna put Candy Muse into the character I'm doing. Go over the top, be stupid. And not this is the one thing I think whenever you're performing is not you just gotta not be what is it, not self-conscious, but not be scared to look a fool.
Yeah, you
not
just have to
be
be
scared to look a
stupid.
fool. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part of the episode was when RuPaul literally lost her fucking mind
Utica.
at Utica. Be like, oh, "Do you ever smoke the ganja?" And Utica's like,
Just in the fucking room.
I know, just
Yeah.
I was like, RuPaul has lost her fucking mind.
And then
I
you know
love
what was really cool about that part, Miriam, is Utica realized it and then she
and kept going.
and kept going and pushing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, smart queen.
The thing is,
Yeah.
if you can keep RuPaul laughing, he doesn't give a. RuPaul does
Yeah.
not give a fuck about anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah, I know you
RuPaul, and
too.
I know a lot about RuPaul because I've idolized him since I was like 4. He loves to laugh. Any break that they have on filming movies or anything like that, he always gets the cast together to play Dirty Charades. Dirty Charades is his favorite game of all time. He plays it almost every day, any chance he can get. Just likes to laugh and be stupid. And RuPaul's nasty. If y'all
Yeah.
ever listen to his podcast?
They
with
play
Michelle,
that game on the podcast all the time. All the time.
He's
The dirty
nasty.
yeah.
RuPaul is a dirty, nasty old man.
And on the podcast, his podcast, you get to see like a different side of RuPaul.
Yes,
It's so
ma'am.
good.
He talks. He's like, oh yeah, he's the one with the fat ass.
Yeah.
I remember him. Fat ass.
It's so true. It's so true.
Yeah, he's a nasty.
Podcasts.
Who else did you guys like in the challenge besides Simone? Was there
Utica,
anybody-
of
Utica,
course.
yeah.
Why
I
do you
like
I like
keep
to-
saying- Listen, hold on. Why
What?
do you keep saying her name?
Go ahead.
Utica.
Utica.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I know,
just
Rob
raised
kept
my
looking
hand
at-
because it's driving me
Utica.
crazy. I'm like,
I come
please.
from a Romance language, and
I-
we pronounce the U's that way if it's
Yeah,
in the
me
beginning of the
too.
word.
I
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
but
me
it's
too.
like, isn't it like a Greek? Isn't it a Greek god or
Utica.
goddess or something?
Utica.
And plus, there's like Uticas in multiple states around. So I'm like, okay, anyway, I just had to get
Well,
it
Thank
out.
you,
Thank
Rob.
you,
would be-
Miriam.
Thank
It would
you.
technically be an EU, but English is a fucked up language.
You fucking
so.
Virgos. You
Me and Rob, the
fucking
Virgos are over here
Virgos.
like, well, that's like when I get on Drag Race one day, somebody's gonna call me Miriam, and I'm gonna be like,
Ah, Miriam.
Miriam.
It says in your name.
Yeah.
I know, but people still say Miriam because Miriam is the unusual spelling of it. M-I-R is the typical.
Yeah.
I don't.
And
Was
so
it-
autocorrect will automatically.
Always go to
correct it
MI?
M-I-R.
Oh, look.
But people will still say Miriam T, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
It's like my mother was confused when I was born, and she wanted to name me Mary, and she couldn't think of a middle name, and she went Mary, and then that's what they put on the birth certificate.
Yeah, in fact, I remember the episode we introduced Miriam when you came on as a
Yeah.
guest. We couldn't figure out, is it Miriam or
Miriam or
Miriam or
Miriam?
Miriam?
Miriam.
Yeah. And that's when
It's
she
a-
was using Thistleswat.
Yes. Well,
Remember?
yes. My drag name, Miriam T, is a play on Miriam is the typical Yiddish phrasing for Mary, which is what drag queens call each other, or they used to back in the day. And then T is what's the tea? Spill the tea. Ooh, I got the tea.
Yeah.
All that. So it's just like a play on drag words.
Yeah.
Mary
I didn't
T.
know about the first part.
Yeah, it's just like typical Mary.
Did you?
Hey,
Yeah.
Mary.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
Go
would-
on.
Go on.
Enough about me.
Enough about you, God. Please, enough about you. So yeah, so the challenge is okay. So the other person I really liked was that I thought did a good job was I just lost it. Candy Muse. I thought Rose
Mm.
did
Yeah.
okay. They were
Yeah.
I
both
liked
okay.
Olivia.
I don't remember Olivia.
Oh yes, she was
She
the
did
older
great.
lady,
Okay.
the grandma,
Yeah.
the
What did-
grandma.
Cute.
What did you think of Tina Burner?
Great.
Meh.
I think I get Tina Burner because
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
she's like, I know exactly what to do to win this competition. I'm like, yeah, you did 6 years ago. But, like,
right.
It's very
Yeah.
just like
Safe.
it's safe and typical and just like standard rubric. Like, I don't know.
Yes, you're
I don't
right. It's
know.
she's very good at what she does, but
Very
there's no
good.
there.
Yeah.
There's no there. You know, like it's like there's no highlight, there's no,
No.
shine.
No,
I'm like,
you're right.
okay, You're
It's
good.
all
Yeah.
middle
Thank you
road.
for performance.
Yeah. So so then we get to the runway after the drama of them all putting their makeup on together, which
Wait.
wasn't really drama. It was what? Go ahead.
Can we talk about the bad performances
all of them?
of the skits of the skit?
Yeah,
like
pretty much all of them.
Kamora's tree.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew it was
Uh.
painful when Ross Matthews was like, "Let's do that again." And he's giving her a line read, literally a line read. This is imitate
How you
my
say it.
voice. Imitate
Yeah.
my voice.
I don't
It was
like,
brutal.
and when Ross was just like, you know, Ross is rolling his eyes.
Oh,
Bad.
yeah. It was uncomfortable. The
That
other
was so
one
bad.
was what's her name? The
Lala
other-
Ree.
Lala Ree. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
But
That was.
I will
rough.
say she did say one of my favorite things in the whole episode that made me laugh out loud. She go, Flag Day. I didn't even know that was a holiday. We didn't get to go out of school for that.
we didn't get to go out of school for
She's
that.
my Lala Ree is my favorite floating head of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
She's- yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
would
Flag
agree.
Day. I didn't know about that. We didn't get out of school for the Flag Day. I love
I
it.
swear, Miriam could just do all the other queens for Snatch Game.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I could do an entire snatch game of
just the other queens.
drag race girls.
But it was cool seeing them all getting ready together, and they were all kikiing together and
They
all that.
seem
Yeah.
really unified
Yeah.
like never before. I
Mhm.
noticed that
Yeah.
they all got ready kind of in a line, and usually they're
Yeah.
so scattered out in the rooms.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I saw that today, and I was like, oh, y'all
Yeah,
actually
that was
like each
cool.
other. Okay.
And then Got Mick, Tina Burner, and Candy Muse have like a little a relax-a-talks type of feel with their like
Yeah.
how they were saying
Mhm.
they're the shady queens and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it because those are the kind of girls that I can hang with. Like,
We
you're
know.
gonna tell me I'm gonna die tomorrow? Let's go. Like,
Well,
me
it's
and my
like we're
girl talk to
awful.
each other.
Like we're all awful to each other on this show, at least
Yeah.
a few times during an episode. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would agree with that. And okay, so the runway was trains.
I loved that
Okay,
theme. It was
good.
the
I did
best
too.
theme ever.
I'm so glad they switched it up because we haven't seen this on RuPaul's Drag Race, right, Miss Miriam?
No, there's never been a trains. I've loved every runway. The LeMay, the Sheer,
Yeah.
the train. I'm here for
Oh, it was so.
Yeah.
And RuPaul looked amazing again. That hair,
The hair.
the hair. This
Yeah.
episode, I was like, "Gee, fucking Christ."
it.
But
Amazing.
so let's get into the runway really quick. So who are your tops,
Okay.
bottoms, all of that as far as looks on the runway? Miss Miriam, I'm going to start with you.
Oh, I just had to. That's the last part that I haven't got to finish the episode actually. I do know that I really liked Kimura's take on the dragons, just because I liked the pieces here and here.
hmm
Yeah.
And I remember I liked Olivia Lux's idea of doing the like, it was kind of like a Liberace thing, yeah. Or like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Olivia's was really
Yes.
cool.
I
She did
can't
like a
remember
baroque,
hers.
like she had a
Yeah.
lute and like a.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
And
it was
she
all
had the
white.
long tails.
That was one of
remember
my
I really
favorites.
liked- I remember I really liked Elliot's hair.
Oh, the nod to
But I-
like Meryl Streep
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Devil
and,
Wears
Glenn
Prada type
Close.
of look. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember anything else. I just remember I have this habit of like when they tell me the runway challenge, I'll pause it and be like, what would you do?
What
And
would
I
you do?
would've done- I would have done something. I would have somehow integrated a Christmas tree with a skirt behind it and a train set. Like, because the first thing when I hear train, is like a
Ooh.
little train
Train,
set and a
yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah.
So I would have been like a Christmas tree, but go on. I don't know
Tina
how-
Burner, Tina Burner kind of went down as a train conductor,
Train
but I wish
It was
she
so
would have been
literal.
It was so
yeah, I
funny.
wish it was a little more intelligent of like
About it.
The first thing I
Yeah.
thought of was Christmas tree, like a long Christmas tree skirt with a train. I don't know.
You know what I would have done? Like a Thomas the Train Tank Engine
Oh
kind
my
of
god, that
whole
would have been
spiel.
hilarious.
You would have taken it completely literal.
Like
Yeah.
that would have been cool. But Tina Burner just did like a conductor thing with some tracks on her ass, and I was like, okay.
I know. It
Or-
wasn't cute. I
or
didn't
just
like
get like 14 blow up dolls and then glue them all together and have a literal train of people fucking. behind them.
Yeah,
RuPaul
right?
would shit.
Shit.
RuPaul would shit.
Yeah.
That's such a
Paint
good
yourself
idea.
as a blow up doll, and then you
Yeah,
just
paint yourself.
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah,
That would be
that's
clever.
brilliant.
So I really liked. Let's see who is
Wait,
Human
can I
centipede
go?
style.
who? What was that?
Can I go?
I said human centipede style.
Yes.
Centipede style. Oh, that movie's so gross. Go ahead, Eric. You could go before me. Go ahead.
How have we not said Simone and that
I was saving that. Simone's the
do-
one I love.
do-rag
Yeah.
train? That
It
was,
was
incredible.
insanely
I liked
cool.
Yeah.
Insanely
Yeah.
cool.
Bash,
Oh,
do you have
Bash.
different opinions on this?
I liked the do rag. I thought that was really cool. It is. Eh.
Why?
I was more impressed by other ones. Like I really liked Denali's actually. Was she the Quetzalcoatl thing?
Yeah,
What'd you call
hers
me?
was very What'd you call me, bitch? How dare you? You want to take this to the back alley? What was that? I thought hers was very costumey. It reminded me she should be in Cirque du Soleil or
I liked
some
it.
kind. Yeah,
I liked
where
it.
Simone, right? Am I getting it wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hers was more fashionable, I thought. More fashion
Hello.
forward.
It was
Yeah.
wearable for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
The silhouette was correct. The layering was correct. The color choice was correct.
The attitude was
Mhm.
correct.
Exciting. I know I'm a little biased because I'm like, yes, Arkansas's on the show.
I
represent."
know.
When she came out, I was like, ghetto Banshee fashion,
Yeah.
a black love, black liberate, like work. I love
But
it.
Yeah.
Lonnie Love said it correctly. Like she paid homage to her heritage and where she came from
Yeah.
and stuff, and I love that. The one other
made
one
it
I could not stand
beautiful.
was Rosé's again. I hated
Yeah.
that.
I did not like that one. no.
God, I
No.
hated that outfit.
It didn't make any sense.
She was
For
great in
her-
the challenge, and I don't know what's going on with her runways. The last two have been horrible, I thought.
But people go like online, people are loving what she wears. And I'm just like, she hasn't worn anything yet where I'm like, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like the vibe, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
what did you think
Yeah.
of Uta Uticas? The Uticas.
Utica.
I
Utica.
don't care. What did you think of Uticas? Pain in the
Uticas
Middle
was one of my favorite.
to
I don't
Carol
remember
Burnett.
it.
The Carol
She was
Burnett.
a curtain.
On with the window. Yes.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
It was
And I
awesome.
love that she did the ear pull thing because I'm a huge Carol Burnett
Yep,
fan. And
I
that's
love
how she
that.
said- that's
I
how
thought
said
she
goodbye.
should have been higher up in the
I thought so, too.
runway than some of the other girls that were.
But how did
Yeah.
she do in the mini challenge? The challenge. See, I've got to.
She did
She
great.
did okay. Yeah, she did.
She did fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that they're gonna have to not give Utica the win every week though, because her shit's just been perfect for
I
me.
think they're gonna
Yeah.
have to not give Simone the win every week.
But
Yeah.
is it gonna be like what's it called from last season where Gigi Good was just sweeping it up left and right?
And
I
they
don't
didn't
know.
win.
I know and didn't win. Oh.
Ugh.
But that is a recap of RuPaul's Drag Race
Wait,
this week.
we didn't even
What?
talk about the
the lip sync.
like,
What am I thinking?
the lip sync battle.
I know.
Ugh,
I just saw the
Jesus.
time and I'm like, we gotta go.
That
So
was
really,
the worst lip sync I've ever seen.
It was so
ever.
staged.
Who was it?
It was
Denali
And
and
Kimura.
Kimura.
Oh.
well,
and
I
I-
know-
She almost
I
pulled
mean,
the Charlie Hyde, Kamala, whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah, because she
Camila?
couldn't move in
Kamala?
the dress.
Kamala.
She couldn't move in the
Kimura.
dress. Why would you wear a dress that you couldn't move in?
No.
You're gonna get on lips, like whatever.
Ugh.
But no, Denali actually did really good. It was just so one-sided. It was like,
Oh.
Yeah.
why bother?
I think they purposely picked Denali because they knew that she would give a really good performance.
Yeah.
And it would be a good show.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it kind of would have been a snoozer episode.
Well, you
like-
saw
Then-
the reaction of what Kamala.
Kamora.
Yeah, her at the end when she knows she lost and everybody's clapping. She turns to Denali and's like clapping for her.
Yeah.
Like great show.
Has
Like
no
she knew she
confidence.
was done.
She just
yeah.
completely gave up. Poor thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
watch. Denali's about to get the I had a fire lit under me and now I have a chip on my shoulder edit.
Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
Because she was in the bottom.
Yeah,
Twice now.
Lost twice now.
lost twice. Yeah,
And she got them
Jeez.
shitty doo-doo brown marks on her face.
That's why.
I'm really excited to see how Denali grows after this because I think the talent is
Shitty
there.
doo-doo.
I
Yeah.
just think that she paints. So many drag queens think that they have to paint like you're a 45-year-old drag queen working in the
Yeah.
club, and
Yeah.
you don't.
Speaking of that, 45-year-old old drag queen, Madonna's daughter, Lourdes Leon, is on Instagram. Did you guys see this?
I haven't seen any
No.
of it.
Okay, so she joined Instagram and she's notoriously for not wanting to be in the limelight whatsoever, right? So she
Right.
joins Instagram finally, and she has only posted 2 posts. One is, I think, an ad for Juicy Couture. And a lot of and she's been commenting on people who's been commenting on her mom. And she's just going in like ruthless. Like somebody said, your mother made a masterpiece called Hard Candy. She replied, "Is your mother sucks wild dick?" to these people, and they're and they're like, people are shocked that she's actually replying to me, and they're loving it. They're like, "Read me
I
to
would
fail."
love that.
I'm printing this out. I'm framing it, putting it on my wall. That Lourdes came
My
at me.
mom does
Yeah.
suck wild dick. I love that.
And another person said, "Hey, Queen, we're waiting for a single to drop." And she said, "I'll sing at your funeral." What's the response to the person?
I like her.
I did too. I followed
You
her
know-
right away. I was like, "That's yes, thank you."
Madonna's always had kind of that quick wit too. That was one thing that I've always liked about her, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that that translated into her spawn.
Yeah.
Right. And then somebody else posted a comment on one of her pictures, the Juicy Couture post that she said, and said, not thirst trapping. What would your mother think? And she said, "Does your mother know you don't wash your ass?" Like she just goes after these people. And then the person replied, "This is the one." Then the person replied back to that saying, "Oh my God, I'm framing this." Like they're
I
just
would.
loving it. I thought it was hilarious.
Wild.
Oh my!
I'm gonna have to follow her after that
Yeah,
because
and
that
then
sounds like
somebody
a fun
else said,
afternoon.
"Hi, what's up with your mother's new record deal? Does she have any plans for another album? Tell us everything, please." And she said, "Hey, what's up with your ugly ass haircut?" What's your Go follow it is so
Ladies and
entertaining
gentlemen,
just to see her tear
New
people
Queen
apart.
of Shade.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, it made me laugh so hard. I was like, I gotta talk about this. But there's on Just Go. She has 3 posts now, but all of the fun is in the comments. Just read the comments on the post. It is
As it
All
usually
right.
is.
yeah, she is so funny. So another thing I tried out this week. This is kind of a. Let me see if I can pull this up. So everybody out there's probably dealing with anxiety and stuff too. Maybe trouble sleeping, right? So I found this thing on TikTok people were talking about from Anami Monday. It's a apothecary that's in New York. So they sell these different elixirs and teas, all herbal and stuff. So I tried this. If you guys can, it's called Dream, and it's
Does it work? Because I sleep like shit.
this actually. I know I'm doing the beauty blog thing. So
You're
you can-
such an influencer.
Look at that. Can you see it? Can you see it? You guys look. Can you? So it's called Dream Elixir, and you're supposed to take this like with tea before bed or any kind of a drink, right? And it has
Okay.
this is the thing. It has a blue lotus in it, blue lotus flower, which is used a lot. It has the same effects of weed in a way, but not as heavy. It helps you sleep. But this is the weird thing about it. Not everybody has this when they take this, but it helps you lucid dream. And I was like, I don't know if this
I
is gonna work.
love
If
lucid
anything,
dreams.
it made me sleep so solid. But no joke, guys, the dreams on this shit were like insane.
But you can
Insane.
control them?
Oh yeah, and remember everything when you wake up. Like I
Uh-huh.
remembered every vivid dream I had the 2 nights that I had taken this.
I've quit
Yeah.
smoking weed, so I've been having crazy dreams every night.
I did with this, like it really did work. It really helped me sleep really
Send me the
solid.
link.
I will. I'll put it on our website too if people want to check it out. But it's called Dream, Lucid Dream Elixir is what it is, and it really does.
What were
help
some of
you
your What were some of your dreams? What were they?
So, I had, of
Oh.
course, a dirty dream
Never
about
mind.
Rob. And then I had other random ones, like one that really stuck out is like it was like reliving a day in the life of like when I was in high school, like from morning to night. And I remember
sorry.
going to school, and it wasn't bad. It was like going to school.
Okay.
You'll appreciate this, Bashi. It was like I remember in the dream going to Grossmont and remembering details about Grossmont that I had forgotten, like the
Did
old
you get
main
those-
building and everything.
Did you get those Otis Spunkmeyer little chocolate chip cookies?
That they, yeah.
I loved
Right?
those. They were so
But
good.
yeah, go to if you guys have trouble sleeping
West Coast
out
thing,
there,
Miriam.
Yeah,
That
West
sounds-
Coast.
No,
thing.
I know what Otis Spunkmeyer is. I know a lot about spunk.
But if people
my
are
bad.
having trouble sleeping, I would recommend checking this out, and I'll put the link in the video for YouTube and on our website because it really does work. And they have a ton of other products, and it's all in house. This woman opened her own shop, apothecary in New York and Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
And that's where the main factory is. And then they have a couple other little outlet stores, but now they're doing everything online. And they have skincare, they have stuff you can smoke, they have different other elixirs to help with mood and all this stuff. And she does a video for every product explaining what's in the product, how to use it. And like, these are the cautions. This is what you should look for. This is what it's good for. All of that. It's really, really interesting. And no, I'm not going to
Okay.
turn into hippy dippy apothecary
Oh,
with
thank
crystals
God.
and all that.
Sound like you're
No,
well on your way.
no. But you know what we're gonna do? What we're gonna end the show with something we haven't done in a very long time.
And then there's Carol. And then there's Carol. Sassy, slutty, sexy, stinky. Right on, Carol.
Carol, for once in your life, shut your damn mouth.
Yes, it's time for Carol of the Week, everybody. Who wants to go first? Who has a Carol?
I will.
Oh, look, hey, go ahead, Ms. Miriam.
People that just can't shut the fuck up on Facebook. I don't care
Yeah.
what you had for breakfast. I don't care what you had for lunch. I don't care how sad you are. I don't care how happy you are. Limit it to a couple posts a day, and some
Yeah.
good memes. I don't. This is not your diary. That's it.
Okay, that was quick, easy. What about you, Bashi?
Oof.
My fucking neighbor, who's been the bane of my existence for the last 3 years, who screamed
God,
at me
how
for
she-
changing an outlight light bulb, and I just went completely gay on her, and I berated her for about 3.5 minutes straight.
When you
Yes.
went completely gay on her, I just thought you blasted Mariah Carey through rainbow confetti in her face.
I wish it was that kind.
While you were holding your vodka soda.
I was just like, you are something else. I don't know if you have multiple personality disorder or borderline personality disorder or what's going on, but that's
Yeah.
not my problem. It was like a full word vomit for like.
God. And Eric and I have been on this journey with you since you.
I know. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry that I keep complaining about
I
it, but I
know.
have to vent it somewhere.
That could be our Carol. the
I
week,
know.
too.
Hearing him venting about his neighbor.
Her name is actually Carol.
Carrie, it is.
It's not Carol, but it is a name akin to
It's-
that.
Yeah. What did you,
You
have,
don't have
Rob?
to say it.
Hunt.
Oh, I just wanted to give a shout out for those of you that do tune in and watch us live
Yeah.
on YouTube while we're recording on Saturday afternoons. I just wanted to give a shout out to Aaron. He goes by Aaron Blackhorse in the chat.
Hi,
He's-
Aaron.
He said, "Hey, y'all, love the show. Heart, heart, heart. People who don't wear masks at the store are his Carol."
Oh,
Oh,
I have to agree with Aaron. That
Still.
bugs me.
Yeah.
I was in the Target at North Park and some guy was going down the escalator with his nose
dude.
out. And I'm like, you fucking moron.
idiots. Oh, it drives me crazy.
You've gone, you're half there. You're a fucking idiot. I don't
Just
get it.
lazy.
Mm-mm.
Do you have a Carol, Eric?
I do. So there is a group of individuals that are foul and disgusting and absolutely need to be stopped.
Stop talking
And,
about the Urban Mo's staff.
Or this podcast? Jesus Christ.
No, these are far worse. They are called the Charmin Bears. And they have commercials where they talk about little bits of toilet paper on their butt.
Oh, yeah.
And about the flushing and like I can't stand them.
What?
Please let's get them to stop. Next
Can I
time
ask
you
a
watch,
question, though?
what is that?
What toilet paper brand do you buy?
Riveting. Absolutely riveting. That would
What
be
is
a-
it?
What is it?
I actually just bought Charmin.
Then the advertising's working. Welcome to my world.
Apparently.
And
We
yours.
Eric, that's what you should dress up for Halloween this year. One of the Charmin bears.
The
Just
Charmin
have
bears.
like toilet paper flakes on your ass.
Hanging down. That's actually a good idea.
No, Miriam's like, I'm done.
No, I love that. I love that they're talking about dingleberries on air.
Dingleberries on air. Yeah.
I agree. I think
As
it's
you can see,
great.
it makes tops very uncomfortable.
Very. That's
It's
like a
always
warning
during-
sign. You're like, nope, I know where this is going. No mud in my
Okay.
bed tonight. No, thank you, man.
It's always during dinner time. Like, why do they play these commercials during dinner? Like,
Because you just ate.
Yeah. Wow. We went from the
Maybe
inauguration
you
to
should
poop.
sign
talk.
up for like Pandora Plus so you don't get the commercials.
Yeah.
Stop being poor, Eric.
I think my Carol's the opposite. I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, Carol. I already know it. Is opposite than Marion. People that overshow, people that don't maybe share enough and keep you in the waiting room for a long time. So you just make assumptions on stuff and worry your little ass off.
I
That's-
love those people. I
Oh,
am those people.
I know you are. It drives me crazy sometimes. I swear to God.
I'll reply to a text message like literally like 3 weeks later and be like, "Hey, sorry."
Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
said, "Hey, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Miss Miriam."
It's like
Didn't hear from her till after New Year's.
Yeah, hi.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Such a bitch.
I am that person.
Do you have a Carol, Rob? I'm curious. Yeah, it's always me. Are you kidding me? That ain't no surprise.
I know. I can't throw that. Yeah, it's always Tony. I
Yeah,
can't think
what are
of
you
one.
gonna
I
do?
didn't prepare one. This
That
week.
diet, what are we doing? Code Red diet. That's my Carol. Fuck this diet. I'm
What
over it.
is
okay.
that?
Okay.
It's
Here,
so. Go ahead,
I
Rob.
will throw in a Carol, and this is not necessary. This isn't Tony, but like when you are on a diet or you're trying to make a lifestyle change and people try to force you to break it off.
We know a couple people like that.
That would be a
Vegans.
Carol. but-
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
Right.
Yeah.
Or this is the thing with that. I think if you have strong willpower, you could go, no, I'm not going to do this. And your good friends will go, okay, cool. And leave it at that. But there's those people that are like, come on, just do it. Just do it.
Uh-huh.
It won't kill you. Come on. Yeah. Those people.
That's you.
I know.
That is so you.
It is.
So is. I agree with you 100%. But yes, those are our carols of the week, everybody. God, we haven't done that segment in a long time, it feels like.
It's
Jeez,
been a
yes,
minute.
I know it has. But that's the show. We got through it, you guys. I'm a little worried about this one. How do people find you, Miss Miriam T?
You can find me on Instagram at the Miriam T or on Facebook at Miriam T, or you can just go to my website, sheherme.com. That has all the links for all my social media. If you want to
Yes.
see my most recent performance, you can go to AspenGaySkiWeek.com. We have last night's Downhill Slope, lots of live music, comedians, singers, entertainers. You can catch out my latest performance there.
And was that the one you co-hosted or no?
I did.
Okay,
I did co-host with Sister Helen Holy.
Okay.
Hmm.
I thought it
From the
was with
Southern-
Naomi.
From the Southern Fried Baptist Church of Dallas, Texas.
Oh, nice. Oh, God, that's a lot.
Baptist. Yeah.
Baptist.
Give a
Baptist.
shout out to Sister Helen Holy, who's
Holy,
been
I like that name.
the downhill costume contest host for Aspen Gay Ski Week since 1997.
Dang, that's a long time. What about you,
Fucking
Bash?
old.
How do people find you?
I'm at say my name _Bash on the Insta.
Yes, and Eric, how do people find you?
You can find me cyberbullying the Charmin Bears on Instagram at Party Bear Eric.
Yeah, yes, you guys. You can follow me. It's Tony _Baloney _macaroni on Instagram. You can follow the podcast at Who Invited Her _podcast on Instagram. We're Who Invited Her SD on Twitter and Facebook. Make sure you subscribe to this channel to watch us live every Saturday at 12:30. And if you missed the live show, you can watch us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on Out at TV. We're there. And they have a lot of good programming on there. So go check out our show. Check that out and make sure you subscribe, give us a 5-star rating and all that good stuff on Apple Podcasts. It helps us out a lot. And that is it for us. And we will see everybody next week. Let's see if our closing
Bye.
music plays. Probably not.
Bye.